Teaching robots what to do is one challenge. Understanding what humans actually want is another. Now Chinese company BrainCo says it has taken a step forward with a brain-to-robot platform that lets users control machines using only their thoughts. The system uses a non-invasive EEG headset to read brain signals and translate them into robotic actions, which include grasping objects and operating machines. Beyond hands-free control, BrainCo sees a bigger opportunity, and that's generating better training data for AI. While limitations remain, including signal accuracy, the approach hints at a future where robots respond more directly to telepathic human intent. And if you intend to revolutionize the world with your design, you'll need to visit Mouser Electronics for the right components. Crouzet offers a versatile range of electro-pneumatic miniature control valves and solenoid valves engineered for precise automation. The product line features AC and DC miniature solenoid valves designed to meet low voltage directive requirements. It also includes ATEX certified versions for use in explosive environments. Available configurations include 3-2 and 4-2 monostable or bistable poppet and slide valve modules with manual override options. Highly adaptable, the system supports DIN rail or cabinet mounting via interchangeable sub-bases and modular islands. Additionally, they deliver flow rates up to 300 nanoliters per minute for optimal system integration. Check out the Crouzet electro-pneumatic control valves today at Mouser.com or by clicking the link below.
The idea of energy storage and delivery is really important in all of electronics, and that applies to both small-scale circuit board level electronics as well as industrial components. Some things just use a lot of electricity, and so we have to be able to deliver a lot of electricity in short bursts to accomplish a task. And usually for that, we don't turn to batteries, but we turn to capacitors. And just like every other component, capacitors come in all shapes and sizes, depending on what our usage is. And here's a small variety of them. Some of these capacitors are very tiny components. They can supply some electricity, but they're usually used for smoothing out a voltage in a tiny circuit, like a digital kind of circuit. Other capacitors are electrolytic storage capacitors, often used for the same thing, but we find these very commonly in power supplies or power delivery for small devices like small motors. As we move up in size with capacitors, we find larger ones that can supply more power for devices like starting a single-phase motor or turning the AC into DC inside of a variable frequency drive. As the application gets larger and larger, we can expect the capacitors to get larger and larger too. There's a different kind of capacitor, though, that can deliver tremendous amounts of power over short bursts, and that is the supercapacitor. These supercapacitor modules come in lots of different voltages, but they can supply hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of amps over a very short time. Depending on what our application needs, we don't want to use a whole bank of batteries to deliver that constant power, but we just need to rely on a device that can give us a little bit of a boost of electricity exactly when we need it. Andy, back to you.
Thank you, David. All right, it's time to adjust your knowledge gains in our SmartBit quiz with our 3 control automation questions. The questions are scored using actuator output percentage, and today we're going to be testing your knowledge on motion control madness. Let's begin with our first question worth 25%. An application requires precise positioning, high acceleration, and continuous feedback. Which motor is the better choice? Is it A, stepper motor without feedback, or B, servo motor with encoder feedback? And the answer is B, servo motor with encoder feedback. Servo motor systems use closed-loop feedback to continuously correct position and speed errors. Stepper motors operate primarily open loop, making them more prone to missed steps under charging loads. Servo motors are preferred for high-performance motion applications requiring accuracy and dynamic response. Okay, let's move on to our next question worth 25%. A motion system needs extremely precise positioning. Which encoder specification directly improves position feedback resolution? Is it A, higher pulse per revolution, or B, higher motor voltage rating? And the answer is A, higher pulses per revolution. Higher PPR encoder provides more position feedback points per motor rotation, allowing the controller to make finer adjustments. Voltage rating affects motor operation, but does not directly improve position accuracy. Let's move on to our final question worth 50%. A servo motor begins oscillating and overshooting its target position. What is the most likely cause? Is it A, incorrect control loop tuning, or B, insufficient encoder resolution? And the answer is A, incorrect control loop tuning. Poor tuning of proportional, integral, or derivative gains can cause instability, overshoot, or vibration. Encoder resolution affects accuracy, but typically does not create system oscillation. Want to try again? Just click the link on your screen and be sure to check out our other Automator's Edge videos for the latest in control automation.